Hey there, guys. How you doing? It's great to have you here. I'm Dan Ashendorf, and today I've got someone really, really interesting on the call. Now, this is not one of my usual sort of review videos or anything like this. I've actually reached out to some individuals in the internet marketing industry, people who have done really, really well, and people who have wanted to sort of pick their brains and just learn a little bit and then share that knowledge with my YouTube channel and my list, because I think there's a lot of knowledge out there, and I just wanted to sort of reach out to some really, really cool individuals and have a chat with them. And today I've got someone really special. It's a lady who I've sort of met before, in as much as she used to promote my products. She was one of my affiliates, and then I've noticed she was doing really, really well with something called launch jacking. Now, what I'd like to do, guys, is just share my screen in just a moment, just to kind of show you some results there. 1 second. Let's see how we do that. And bear with me here. And I think that what we do here is, here we go, screen share. And I'm just gonna share my screen with you. 1 minute. There you go. So where I really noticed this by way of an interest is a product that I was launching myself. It's called, I was promoting myself. It's called Traffic IV, and it was an absolute huge success story. Okay, it was very, very competitive, and a lot of people made a lot of money out of it. And I was trying to rank for it, but then I noticed this lady here just on the right. Her name is Sherisse, and you can see that she's on Google page #1 with this search item, this traffic item. I just was kind of wondering, what is she doing to get these really, really high results? And she's very kindly agreed to come on the call with me today. So without further ado, and let me just come out of screen share. Without further ado, hello, Sherisse.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Nice to have you. Thanks for having me here.
I'm really, really stoked to have you, Sherisse. I know we've been, sort of talking to each other occasionally about affiliate promotions and everything else and SEO, but it's great to have you on the call today. So you're based in, where are you based? You're based in the US, right?
Yeah, I'm in the US. I bounce between New York City and Philadelphia. I'm in Philadelphia as we speak.
Nice one. And you don't just do affiliate marketing, right? You've got some other stuff on the go.
Yeah, I'm a professional electric bassist. I just finished a Broadway show, so I've been playing bass for 25 years. So that's kind of my biggest passion.
Wow. So you've been doing Broadway as well?
Yeah. I just finished a Broadway show, and I got another one coming up in April. So that keeps me busy as well. Keeps me playing.
One. Yeah, and it's one of the beauties of this industry, isn't it? You get people from different walks of life, but it also fits into different sort of time schedules and such like, doesn't it? It's quite a flexible sort of way to make a living.
Very much so. It works out. I mean, most of the Broadway shows, I'm playing at night, so I have the day to do, like, my marketing and all that kind of stuff.
Nice one. So Sherisse, you are one of the ones that I kind of really look up to, in as much as ranking videos, which is kind of the holy grail for us affiliate marketers. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah, I got into SEO like maybe a year ago, maybe a little bit more, just trying to figure out how to rank my videos. So I really kind of dug my heels in and started to doing like what you do, which is the launch jacking, and I can explain that shortly. But basically, I've just figured out, just through trial and error, just different ways to rank videos, and it's always so competitive. There's probably twice as many launch jackers now as they were a year ago when I got started, and so everyone's trying to one up each other. So with each promotion, it's like, if I see myself, inching down, I'm like, I got to learn more skills to kind of bump myself back up. So it's SEO is just like a never ending process. Like when you think you know enough to rank, someone knows more than you, and you got to keep your skills up.
So just to confirm about launch jacking. So what we do is we, so it's got to have like what I was just showing there, traffic IV. So what you're trying to do is you're going to try to rank for that keyword plus review plus bonus, and then people who are searching for that keyword because they want to get a kind of the lowdown, they find your video and then they purchase from your affiliate link.
Correct. Correct. And it's basically launch stacking. If you don't know, it's taking advantage of the fact that bigger affiliates are going to have larger lists. Like my list is minuscule. I think my list is 400 people. I'm still, because when I first started, I didn't know to build a list. So I'm just now kind of catching back up. So the only way for me to make some money is to wait for someone who has a huge list to mail, let's say Traffic Ivy, check out my Traffic Ivy review. So people are normally going to go to like YouTube or to Google and type in, product name plus review. And so if you can get to be towards the top of that, then maybe they won't buy from the person they got an email from. They'll buy from you. People go bonus shopping and all this other stuff. So it's important to get yourself, in that first like little packets of videos or like your blog post towards the top.
Yeah. And what was really interesting about your one, I mean, from my perspective, I get pretty good results on YouTube, but I struggle with Google. And what you've managed to do is straddle both of them, right? Which is a really good position to be in.
Yeah, I don't want to make it sound like every time I end up being there, because if it's really competitive, there's a lot of guys doing a lot of black hat stuff to get there. But for the most part, because YouTube's owned by Google, typically if you get your like blog post or something ranking there, you can also rank a video. Like they kind of help each other, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, absolutely. So what was interesting about what you said, you've got a really small list, but you're still making decent money. Just, I mean, this has got no barriers to entry, right? So if anyone wanted to start like tomorrow, they could just start straight away without having to wait for it. They don't have to build a blog. They don't have to build a list or anything like that, right? It's just an immediate start pretty much.
Excuse me. Yeah, you can pretty much hop in right now and get started. I mean, even if you're like a little bit afraid to have your face on camera, you could just do a review where you're showing, the sales page, you're walking them through the members area, and you don't have to have your face on there at first. If you're a little bit nervous about that, some people are nervous about that, but I will say that's something that you might want to get over, because people are going to buy from people that they know, like, and trust, and seeing your face helps kind of solidify that bond.
Right. Okay. So I've noticed you got some really cool bonuses. And I guess when people find you, that's a good way to convert the traffic, isn't it?
Right. It's very, I mean, pretty much now customers are trained to look for bonus, and they're kind of going bonus shopping. So there might be 20 of us reviewing the same product, but people are going to decide who they're going to buy from based on the bonus package. And it's like, so I try to make my bonus packages, I'm not going to make it huge, but I try to make it always congruent to the offer and not just give them a bunch of random stuff, that I recycle every launch.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So, Sherisse, if you had to say, come up with a couple of tips for my list who are going to be watching this review, what sort of, I mean, if I wanted to rank a video, how would I go about it?
Well, the most important thing is, like if you go to YouTube, when you go to the share function, YouTube is basically telling you where they want your stuff shared out to. So you can go Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, all that other stuff. So that's basically the first place I tell everyone to go, because YouTube is telling you we want our stuff here, and those share icons tend to change, and sometimes like they want something different in there. So I always make sure that I share out to each and every one of those. I mean, there's a couple that I might not use, but for the most part, you always want to share out there, and you also want to consider like other places like Hatena blog. You want to find blogs that have like high authority and be able to share them out there.
Okay. So would you recommend, for example, getting someone from Upwork or Freelancer or something like this, and then just going out to various like high domain authority blogs and just throwing out links to the video? Is that something good to do?
Honestly, I would say no. Like, especially if you're starting out right now, you don't need to be outsourcing anything as far as I'm concerned, because you need to be able to do it by yourself. You need to be able to do it. Any good SEO knows how to do the SEO itself. And if they get big enough, they can phone things out, but you need to be able to learn how to do that. So I wouldn't say hire someone to Upwork, because you need to be able to walk yourself through the process. And that's something that only you can do.
Okay. And so what about, is there sort of any like free apps or anything like this? Like this talk of, is it TubeBuddy and all these ones? I mean, are they useful?
Yeah, they're very useful. I personally use TubeBuddy, but vidIQ is another option. They both have free options that you can use. I have the paid version of TubeBuddy because I want a few more features. But the thing that TubeBuddy is going to do for you is that in order to be able to kind of be ranking amongst like, people like Dan, we're all competing for the same keywords. So if I want to try to rank above Dan, I can look and see all the tags that he's using and make sure I use those tags. That way my video might show up as a suggested video after that. Or you basically, like, what I do is I look at all the videos that are already up and I just copy all those tags to a notepad and kind of like, you know, I can, I can kind of, how do I say,
copy them.
yeah, copy them. I kind of compile them, but what I've stopped doing is it's an important point. What I've stopped doing is making all my tags blah 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 review plus bonus. Like I might do that one time, but I'm trying to rank my stuff to be more evergreen. So like let's say I'm promoting something like Stefan Ciancio's like Bloggy, like I'll have maybe half of my tags be directly related to that product, and then the rest of the tags will be like long tail keywords about what that product is about, because you don't want people, the launch stacking space and the internet marketing space for customers who are just buying Warrior Plus and JVZoo is small, but there's a larger percentage of people who want to learn how to make money online or learn how to blog or learn how to rank YouTube videos. So if I can put my description, you know, bloggy review, you know, blogging for beginners or whatever. So that's now 2 keywords that I'm able to rank for. So I've started doing that. And I noticed that a lot of launch stackers don't do that. They focus on, you know, product, bonus, my best bonus is get it, you know, all this other stuff. And that's kind of saturating. And actually YouTube sees it as spam. I should share with people that I lost my channel about a year ago. I lost my original channel and I've had to regrow it. And it was because of like these very spammy type tags. They don't want you to put like 20 tags in, you know, choose 10 and like have half of them be product review plus bonus. And then the other 5, do a little bit of research with TubeBuddy and find out the topic that that product is covering and make sure you include those 2. And that it helps me get some sales from people who aren't in that space. You know, they're not expecting, you know, they just kind of stumble upon my video. So it helps.
Actually, that's a really good point, Sherisse, because you have lost your channel. The Traffic Ivy is your new incarnation. So you're back in the game. But it's interesting, actually, because I guess another good thing to do to make sure that you protect your channel is to have a disclaimer at the bottom, right? So to have a... Right. Just to say that you are an affiliate marketer, blah blah blah. I mean, I guess they can look at, you know, they can look at my one because we're all pretty much using the same, right? So
yeah. You're welcome to steal mine or whatever. But it's important because that's how I lost my channel, because YouTube sees like these make money online things as scams, even though we know they aren't. So if you're making people promises, like, you know, or you're promoting things that make promises and you're not using a disclaimer, YouTube sees it as promoting scams, and that's how I lost my channel. So everything that I do now, I have a disclaimer at the bottom just to protect myself and also let people know that I'm not selling them miracles. You know, they have to put in the work as well.
Yeah. And I guess the other thing, Sherisse, is the fact that it's probably like, say, out of 10 videos that we churn out, it's probably best to have maybe 3 to 4, which are kind of like educational, which is, for example, what we're doing now. You know, I mean, we're not really selling any products. So, or just to kind of come out and say, hey guys, this is how I make $100 a day, or this, you know, or this is my life, or whatever. So we're not just promoting all the time, right?
Right.
Is that useful? Yeah.
Yeah, that's useful, because personally for me, I get, you know, I'm on people's emails list, and I feel like if I'm getting emails or if I'm seeing videos that are only trying to sell me stuff, I feel a little bit less inclined to deal with that person, because I'm like, you got to offer them a little bit of value. So for, you know, if you're going to give me a bunch of videos where you're definitely trying to sell me stuff, then teach me something in one of the videos too. It helps me to know, like, and trust you a little bit more, because I feel like you're not looking at me and just seeing dollar signs all the time, you know?
Yeah, and I think a lot of people feel like that, and I think there's a little bit of disillusionment in the industry, or not in the industry, rather in, you know, the people who are buying the products. They're a little bit wary, which is kind of to be expected, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's interesting, right? So, so you're sharing the videos where YouTube shows you. We talked about sort of going to YouTube Buddy, swiping the tags from other people, possibly descriptions and so on. What about they say that in order to rank up, people need to be kind of like watching the video, like watch time is important, and there's talk of the length of the video as well. They say that generally the longer the video, the better it is, because it just means that there's more watch time, isn't it?
Right. I guess the benchmark is about 10 minutes if you can make your video be 10 minutes or more. And also there's ways to kind of keep your people, you're going to rank better with higher retention time. So if I have a 20-minute video and you only watch 5 minutes of it, then YouTube sees it as a negative ranking signal. So if you have a 20-minute video and then you tell the people at the beginning, hey, if you stay through to the end, I'm going to give you this, or if you intersperse a couple little cool things, it'll keep people watching. But viewer time is really important, because I could rank a video with backlinks, but if no one's viewed it, there's no likes, there's no comments, and people only watch like 2 minutes of a 20-minute video, the rankings are going to drop. Even though I've done backlinking and all this other stuff, the views and the engagement is important. Yeah. Likes, comments, shares, things like that.
And the other thing I was going to say, Sherisse, is branding is important, isn't it? Because you've got a very strong brand, haven't you? You kind of what's your YouTube name again? It's
the Afropunk Entrepreneur.
Right. So that's that's a very kind of strong statement, a very strong branding, isn't it? And
yeah.
I guess people resonate with that, right? So they think she's a genuine person. She's got this kind of niche, and she's really going for it. She's not afraid to, kind of come out and, sort of come out with a strong brand. And people like that, don't they? They don't like boring, right? People like people. There's a guy called King Human, right? And he's just absolutely wacko. But he's got 150 or 200,000 followers, and that's because he's got a strong branding. He's not afraid to come out with it, right?
Right, very, very much so. I mean, like, my brand is very much who I am. Like, I'm a musician. I got a nose ring. I got dreads. I'm kind of like into punk music. I mean, it's kind of who I am. So like, even some reviews, I'll wear a hat or some glasses. I have my own funky style. And so that's not going to be for everyone. Or even the fact that I'm a girl might not be for everyone, but I have my style. And like, yeah, someone like King Human, he's such a character, but people, you're either going to like him or you're going to hate him. So I feel like it's okay to kind of find your tribe. Like, the people who resonate with me really resonate with me because maybe they're similar minded. So I think it's very cool to establish your brand from the start. Like, even if you got a lisp or something, like, just like, don't be afraid to just like make a flaw, what you see as a flaw about you, something that is endearing to other people.
Absolutely. Right, Sherisse, so any more any more tips or tricks that you want to share?
I'll share another tip. I'll just share a tip that Google loves Google. So right. I don't know if you guys realize how many Google properties. It's not just Google, it's not just Google and YouTube. They own, you can put your backlinks in Google Slides, Google Keep, Google Sites. Like, pretty much search for every Google property that you can create content on, and try to work with that. And what I do is I interlink them all. So let's say I create a Google site. It's kind of their blogging platform. I'll embed all my stuff in there, and then I'll go to Blogger and I'll put that Google site link into Blogger, and then I'll take that Blogger link and I'll put it into, I kind of interlink them. Google is very narcissistic and they like themselves. So the more Google properties you can put your stuff on, the better it goes. So, and like I said, I wouldn't just stop at YouTube and Google. I would, create a slideshow and embed your YouTube video on each page of the slide, or what, that kind of stuff. So that's a good thing to kind of keep in mind.
Nice. Guys, you just got there $1,000 worth of advice. Trust me. Right, Sherisse. So if people want to learn more, is there any product that they can actually go ahead and purchase in order to really get the lowdown? Or, I mean, now is your chance to really kind of do a bit of self-promotion, because your onions, as we say in the UK. So, give us a link or something that people can actually, kind of find out more about your services and products.
Okay, well, I'll drop you personally the link, but my course is called Ranking Rockstar Renegade. It came out in August, and it's basically the whole process that me and Dan have been talking about, launch stacking kind of from beginning to end, how I've been able to rank my blog posts and YouTube videos. So Ranking Rockstar Renegade, and if you just want to find me, my YouTube channel is the Afropunk Entrepreneur. If you type that into YouTube, you'll find me. I stick out like a sore thumb, so I'm sure you'll be able to figure it out.
So it's rockstarrenegade.com?
rankingrockstarrenegade.com.
rankingrockstarrenegade.com. All right, cool stuff. All right. Do you want to share it? Like, I don't know. I mean, maybe we shouldn't, but maybe we could, like, do you want to share like the URL or something? Or I guess
yeah.
I
can share it in this thing.
Yeah, you can do. What you do is you go to the left side. There's a green thing for screen share. And then, and just kind of just go to the URL, just the sales page, whatever. Let me say, guys, I'm not affiliated with this. This is Sherisse's product. I'm not this is really just your chance to kind of learn more about her products. I mean, she really knows her stuff. So if you want to learn more, just go to, well, you've got the URL, but hopefully if we can work out the technology between us, you'll also get to see the sales page, or alternatively, Sherisse, I can drop it later, whichever works for you, really. But it's people like to sometimes people just try and get to right. Let's see. Let me just go there.
I'm hoping that it's opening up. Like my internet is a little bit slow, but I think you see it.
Yeah, there we are. Okay, I can see it, and
so
I believe we can see the URL just at the top there. I mean, I've got all the various
rankingrockstarrenegade.com.
Nice one.
So there you go.
Nice one.
I'll stop sharing my screen so you can take it back. But I appreciate you having me on. Yeah,
it's been an absolute pleasure, Sherisse. Great talking to you. And everyone, hey, listen, if you want to learn about this stuff, start launch jacking. It's really where it's at. A lot of people making decent money out of it, and Sherisse is the one who really knows. So, yeah, Sherisse, all the best to you. Thank you so much, and I'm looking forward to maybe meeting you in person as well one day.
Okay, that sounds good, Dan. Thank you very much. Take care.
All the best. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.